All right, so it is currently 9:43 on Wednesday night, and it is creepy in this building. I think that I might be the only person here, and every time that I hear something, I think that someone is behind me. So I'm a little spooked out, and I'm ready to get out of here. So here's your agenda very quickly. Number one, the Google Doc turn-ins for your blogs are in Google Classroom, and so make sure that you get those turned in before 11:59 tonight. Remember, if you're using a birthday coupon or a 5K coupon or whatever it is, make sure that you write it on the line, even though you've already turned it in, because I have a stack of those, and I just sometimes lose track. Number two, you are going to have a vocabulary unit number 2 test next week, and it will be one of the first grades for our second trimester. So create maybe a set of vocabulary cards for your vocab words, something that you can quiz yourself, or speaking of quiz, get on Quizlet and actually create something on there. Or if you have another online test or something else that is easier for you to study, those are just kind of my favorites. But there are 13 words and they are all on the board, but I also have them on today's PowerPoint. They are grapple, ethical, apprehensive, scrutinize, commemorate, inconceivable, incessantly, decadent, lucrative, meticulous, befuddled, and refurbished. I had to look off the list. Number 3, there is a sentence structure dependent and independent worksheet that's on the bell work table up front that looks like this. That you will be finishing, and just remember that dependent means it needs a babysitter. It cannot stand alone. Independent means it can stand alone. Even though it's not a great sentence, it can stand alone on its own. Another word for dependent is subordinating, and another word for independent is main. I'm not testing you over that part. It's not even on the bell work, but just I know it was in your notes. And then don't forget about the and those are as, although, after, while, when, until, unless. Okay, I gotta start over. As, although, after, while, when, unless, until, by, before, because, if, or since. And when you start a phrase with one of those words, you know that you've got yourself a dependent clause. If it starts at the beginning of a sentence, it's gonna force a comma. If it comes in the middle of a sentence, it's not. Haven't touched a lot on that, but I am excited about business. And then lastly, we've been talking about the lightning the last couple of days, not the kind outside, although it's kind of a symbolism, but The Lightning by Eric Church, and your job is to write a race response for section number 1 in your literary analysis packet, explaining whether or not the death penalty was what you believe as a warranted consequence for the crime. And then I think there's another question about what you believe the lightning symbolized. So that is due. None of this today needs to be turned in anywhere except for the blog link. All of it does need to be finished before you come to class on Friday, because we'll be going over those, and the vocabulary cards will just be a work in progress. Hope you have a great day. I love you bunches, and I will see you on Friday. Bye guys, be amazing.